What if I told you that your problem had nothing to do with discipline? The thing that keeps you stuck in life, that keeps you from getting to where you want to go, is your identity, your self-image. Your self-image dictates your entire life. And it dictates how far you go and how small you stay. Now, I remember years ago when I was living in Thailand, I struggled my whole life with social anxiety before this. I just thought maybe if I left the country, maybe if I moved to the other side of the world, then magically my social anxiety would dissipate. But that's not what happened. And it drove me deep into depression. It wasn't until I read the book James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. And while reading this book, it says something along the lines of, your outer conditions are a product of who you are on the inside. When I read that, something in me just knew it was true. I didn't necessarily believe it, but I just knew it was true. From that day forward, I no longer played a victim in my life. I actually took charge of my life, and I took responsibility, and I stopped blaming everybody else and everything else and thinking there was something wrong with the world. It was all internal. So what I want you to understand is that you can change your life, because I did. I went from being somebody who was mute when I was a kid. Couldn't talk to people up until I was 16, 17 years old. And now I'm speaking to you on this camera. Now I can speak to people regularly, and I don't face or feel social anxiety. And I didn't go to a therapist for this. I didn't take any medication for this. I did it all by going within. Once you go within, once you go inside of yourself and you alter your self-image, you alter how you see yourself in relation to the world and how you see the events that happen to you throughout your whole life, everything starts to change. Everything starts to change. You think that everything is fixed, but it's not. Your circumstances are not fixed. They are not permanent. Your depression is not fixed. It's not permanent. The negative people in your environment is not permanent. When you look in the mirror and you feel a dread and you don't like looking at yourself, that's not permanent. I know, I've been in all of these places before in my life. You can change these things. And it starts with changing yourself internal, because it is futile to continuously try to change around your reflection in the mirror without changing something about yourself. If you want the reflection in the mirror to reflect something different back, you have to change what's being reflected. If you want a different body shape reflected in the mirror, you have to change your body shape internally. You have to see yourself different. You have to be a different person. This is what I had to do. And you can do it. You're not stuck where you are. You're not. Everything leading up to this point in your life has led you to this video. It has led you to this moment for you to realize that you can do more, that you can be more, that you can have more, that you can get out of that small town, that you can travel where you want, that you can get away from the negative influences, that you can put down the addictions, that you can put down the vices, that you can take command of your life, and you can start to respect yourself and your body, because life is too short to be living in a way that you don't want to live. Life is too short to live small and not be who you truly want to be. And like I keep saying, it all starts with your self-image. It starts with how you view yourself, because what a lot of people don't know is that your self-image determines your feelings, your actions, your behaviors, your thoughts, where you go, what you do. It determines everything, because if you see yourself as somebody who is not fit, it will be nearly impossible for you to get fit, because you will feel so much resistance to going to the gym. You will feel so much resistance to eating healthy and getting on a good diet. You will feel so much resistance towards getting off the couch and going for a walk, because it's literally impacted on you from an identity level. And you can change that. And this is what I help men do. I help men change on the identity level so that their lives open up, so that they can make decisions based off of who they are, not who they've been in the past, so that they can see the world and the opportunities that's abundant for them. This is what I help men with, changing their self-image. So I'm going to offer you some help for this, because I know it's a long journey trying to do this yourself, and you don't have nobody who believes in you, and you have negative influences in your life, and it's hard to make a decision because you don't know what you want and you've been indecisive your whole life. And it's hard to decide what you want. And it takes time if you don't have anybody to help you, because it took me years. I had nobody teach me this. I had to teach myself, and then it took me years to reverse engineer what I did. And now that I've found a formula, I want to offer it to you so that I can help you change your life faster. Now, you can do it by yourself. You can. You don't need me to do it. But if you need help, click the first link in the description and apply, and I'll go through your application and see if I can actually help you, because I can't help everybody. I just can't help everybody. But if you resonate with this message, if you know that this is true for you, then apply in that link, and then I'll send you an email if I can help you, and then we'll go from there. Believe that you can change. Change is possible. You can do so much more in your life. There's so much more to live. There's so much more life to live. There's so much more that you could do in the world, and I just want to let you know that. So that's it for this one. It's Zen Hustler, no slave. I'm out.